Ahoy there, YouTube! We're back again today for another live game stream. And today, we are going to be playing the highly anticipated Munchkin collectible card game. Now, along the way, we're going to show you a little bit of how it's played. But for the most part, we're just going to play the game. I'm here with my buddy, Flanny.
Howdy.
Who is a big part of the Gen Con Bonanza. And we're going to give you a feel for how the game works. Also, we did a little bit of deck building. They were nice enough to send us some booster packs along with the initial Wizard versus Bard two-player set, so it comes with two 40-card sets. The deck building in this is incredibly easy,
yes.
But we'll talk more about it towards the end, and we'll try to keep everything on the camera. I'll check the chat progressively, so you want to chat or ask a question, we'll check that every once in a while. And actually, yeah, we got this whole big play area right here, so this should be fun. So we're gonna walk. We're just gonna get it going. So roll the dice to see who goes first. I am playing as the Orc Bard.
Flanagan here. I'm playing the Human Wizard.
6 and 1. So you go first. So you get 1 coin. I get 2 coins, and we are ready to rock and roll. We set our handy dandy little counter here to level 1 because you start as a level 1, and then we draw 6 cards.
Draw 6 cards, and then I draw another at the beginning of my turn.
Yes, but at the beginning of the game, if you don't like your cards, you can mulligan. I am. You know what? I'm pretty happy with what I got. I'm gonna keep what I got.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna first start by playing a location card, land. During each hero's reckoning step, all heroes take 1 gold.
All right. So we're gonna have some cash. So this game will be pretty speedy. And the reckoning phase is done. There's 3 main phases during the game. There is the warm-up phase, which is pretty much where you unzap, untap, take cards back from your own stash, and you draw a card. So that's the reckoning phase, so we will get an extra coin at the beginning of each round. So I will get an extra coin next round.
Okay. I'm going to challenge you. Card goes face down. I have to pay a potential cost of the card, or I could bluff.
Yes, so this is the real heart of the game at this point. So he is challenging me to a fight. Now, if you're familiar with Munchkin, normally I might have some loot down here. I might have boots or helm or something like that. However, since we just started the game, I don't have anything in front of me. So I have to decide whether or not I'm going to run away from this fight or if I'm going to fight him. And you know what? I'm actually going to fight you. I'm going to take the thing. Let's see what happens. I want you
flip foot card over. I pay the cost. Walking Dreads. Monster does 1 damage.
So boom. So the 1 damage is the green down here. He has 1 health. But since I have nothing to attack him with, because your heroes do not have a base, I just take 1 damage, put it on here. How you lose the game is if your hero dies, or if you have to draw a card and you have no cards. So you can either nil people or you can kill people. Nil or kill. Wow, that sounds actually kind of cool. You can use that, Steve Jackson.
Now the interesting thing is, this does not go to a discard pile. This goes to what is called the stash pile.
Yes.
So at the beginning of my next turn, I get to recoup these cards into my hand. There is no hand limit.
I would have never used the word recoup, but I like it. I like that word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so it's still my turn.
Yes.
I have 0 gold at this point, so I either can bluff or I can end my turn.
Well, there also are some cards that cost 0. There's some here. There's some monsters that cost 0.
There are. I will, in fact, end my turn.
Okay. So now we get to the end game phase, the end round phase, which is where you level up. So you're going to take your little dial. Well, he knows what to do. You take your dial, you level it up 1 all the way up to 10, and then you get that much gold. That's yours.
Mm-hmm.
What, you just stole mine?
Did I?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So during this phase, you level up and you get gold. You don't get that much gold, you get up to that much gold. So this game supports you spending your cash. So I am going to draw my card, and since it is the reckoning phase, I'm going to get 1 extra buck. So I now have 3 bucks, which is nice considering you started with 1. I'll take a look at my hand, and what do I want to do? Ooh. Alright. We're going to play down this guy right here. So I'm not putting any coins on it, so he has to decide if he wants to run away, which means he just flips his token, or if he wants to fight it and take the potential damage that's underneath it.
I will accept your fight.
Okay? So it is the Lame Goblin. It does cost 0, but whenever this is hired, I have to take 1 damage myself, but I did 2 damage to him. So now 2 to 2. Then this goes face up in my stash, so Flanny will know that I will have that until he kills it. Alright, what to do next? Got $3. You know what? Let's get this popping. I'm also going to play a land too. So we're gonna be getting a lot of money. I've got a land, and this is a basic card. So how it works is, and this was in some of the booster packs, these cards that are silver are cards that you can put in your deck. And these cards are specifically cards that I can only have in my deck since I am the orange one. So those are some other orange cards. So the land goes in front of me, and then I'm going to play this one, and I'm going to drop $3 on it. So now Flanny has the decision to make. If he runs away, I get the $3 back, which he doesn't want to happen. And then this goes over here. But he can also catch me cheating, which can potentially happen, which is bad for me.
Yeah, I'm going to challenge that. I'm going to think of cheating.
Alright, so I pay the 3 coins because he is challenging me. And I'm not. So it costs 3, and this is a special card. This is a mischief card, which is a card you can play regularly on your turn. But this is also a monstrous card, which means I can just treat this as a monster. So it has 3 cost, 3 damage, 3 health, so you take 3 damage. This goes face up. Thank you, Elvish Impersonator. And I am good with my turn, so I go up to level number 2. I get $2, and we're good to go.
Okay, now beginning my turn.
So at the beginning of his turn, he would normally flip over his runaway if it was on limp away.
Then I collect my stash. Next, I'll draw a card. And then I will use both locations to collect 2 gold.
Wow. We got a lot of money. This isn't very good. I deck built with a cheap deck in mind. I've dropped out 4 cards and put in 4 new cards, and they were all cheap. So this might come to be bad for me.
Okay. Challenge you to a fight.
Oh, okay. I don't want you. You had 1 monster last time. Yeah, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna run away. So I'm gonna flip this over, run away, which means he gets his money back. That goes face down in his stash. And this is something we kind of forgot to mention, but yeah, at the beginning of your turn, all the stuff in your stash goes to you. Oh, I think we did mention.
I mentioned that at least once.
But since I ran away, I don't take whatever damage was on this card, but I also don't know what was on this card, which could be good, it could be bad. He could have just bluffed me. That could have been like a mischief card or something like that. That could have been something completely different than a monster. Man, I love yogurt. Isn't this stuff good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Like who eats yogurt nowadays? All about the goat.
The goat.
Sure, I'll take the one from that undead monster. Yeah, stupid dude. Alright, so I take damage. Three. You know what? I'm actually going to limp away from this. So I have the option to limp away. What it means is I take 2 damage. He gets his money back. That goes into his stash. So pretty much I'm predicting that hopefully he doesn't have any more monsters, and that was going to deal more than 2 damage to me. Fine, I'll fight that one. Ooh, it's an ally. So this is something completely different. This actually would just go into your stash because this is a defense item.
My stash?
Yeah, it goes into your stash, and then you can play that. We didn't actually get to an ally last game, but that's like a weapon you can play as well. So that's something that guards you.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and end my turn.
All right. So, drawing 2 coins. And now I'm no longer on limp away. I'm on run away. And then I draw 1 card. And I'm not happy with my card, so I'm actually going to play... Oh, and then I unstack myself. So I'm not happy with my cards. I'm actually going to play this 99 bottles card. So I draw one card, and then I discard one card, and then this goes to my stash instead of discarding it. Now, the bad part about this is discarding cards means that I'm nilling myself, but hoping to get better cards. Ooh. Alright, yeah, I actually like the card I got, and we will get rid of... yeah, I'm going to get rid of this Elvish Impersonator that I had. So, I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to put out what is called an ally. So this guy will help defend me. Target monster games. So, bam. Backup dancers, they're an ally. I paid my 1 coin. They go in front of me, ready to rock and roll. And then, boom, throwing that down for a fight. To make sure I'm doing that ally correctly.
I will, I guess I'll challenge you.
Boom! 9 monsters. So I take damage, you take 2. Goes over there. Oh. Okay. We are going to go ahead and now play this card for 2.
I'm going to go ahead and run away.
Alright. Get the money back. I'm play a card for 3.
You go ahead and challenge that one.
Alright. Elvish Impersonator. I had 2. So I totally bait him into that one. I made sure I mentioned that I discarded my Elvish Impersonator because I drew another one. And so 3 damage there. This guy goes here. Now, with my backup dancers, if I wanted to zap them, which means I would get rid of them, no, actually it just means I would tap them. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, these guys are really good! Holy crap! Oh my gosh. So I can tap these guys, zap these guys, and that would add 2 to whatever I'm fighting with. Whoa. Alright, so I spent my money. I am good to go, and I'm done. So I level up to level number 3. And, yeah, there we go. And it's Flanny's turn.
Alright.
As you can see, if you're watching this, the pace in this game is brisk. Brisk, baby. Like Sly Stallone in those brisk commercials back in the day.
Okay, I'm going to play this loot armor called Sequined Robes. Zap, prevent 1 damage dealt to a target ally. This is an interrupt.
Okay.
So I can't play that immediately, can I?
Yes. So he has a card that will protect the ally, which I'm presuming he will probably play next. And can I see that card? So this card does not cost any money, but it does cost 1 of your levels. So how this works is you can have cards in front of you in your horde that equal up to this number. So we could have 3 of these, or this and a 2, or some combination of the sort. And the allies do not play into this number. So if you play that ally, it does not count towards your 3 that you can have down there.
2 gold.
2? What's going on? I'm gonna run away.
Okay. Gold.
I'm gonna limp away. See, now this is the point. That could have been a complete bluff. He could have played like a mischief card or something like that, trying to scare me, and I might have just took 2 damage on myself. And that's one of the big elements of this game, is the art of the bluff, because you get to know what your opponent has, which is it's a really interesting aspect of this game.
2.
We're fighting that one.
Right.
But I'm not committing my backup dancers. They will not help me. Gah! Did you do that on purpose?
Yes, I did.
I'm assuming he put 2 coins on that because I was planning on playing my backup dancer against this guy eventually. I thought he put 1 coin on it. So he just outsmarted me, take damage, take my humble pie, continue onward. Nicely played.
Thanks there. Okay. 2 damage.
Backup dancers. No. I gotta save these. Those are my DPS. You know what? Taking it. Take the damage. Bring it on. Bring it on, big boy.
Damage.
Oh! Get out of here with that boat. So, is that caught cheating? Is that part of caught cheating? Let me check. We have not had an ally card down there. So, check for cheating. If the attacker reveals any card other than a monster, then you've been caught cheating. When the attacker's caught cheating, the attacking hero takes 1 damage. Move all committed gold. You get your money back, though.
Really?
Move the revealed card face down to the attacker's stash. The defender moves all their surviving cards to their hoard, and nothing's zapped. So essentially, you just took a damage. That's the only difference. So bluffing in this game is not terribly bad. I mean, that was a slap on the wrist for bluffing, pretty much. Yeah. Okay. So the game kind of encourages you to do that in a variety of different ways.
All right. So I'm going to end my turn.
Right now, it's close.
4, 7.
All right.
And now your turn.
So back on that, I get $5. Pow! That's a lot of money. Get all these cards back. Draw a card. Hopefully it's good. Okay. Let's dance, Flanny. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and 99 bottle of beer on the wall again. So pay a coin, draw a card, and discard a card. I like thinking in this game. I'm gonna get rid of one of my 99 bottles. I don't need 2 of those. If I built another deck, I don't. Well, yeah, I don't need 2 in my hand. So we are going to play 3 right there. You don't want a piece of this. You do not want a piece of this. What happened to your thing you had out?
I guess I thought that had to go back to my hand.
No, that thing. Or your
Sequence throws?
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh.
I guess I interrupt. I figured it had to be played at time of attack.
No, you just put it out there.
Okay.
No, when you zap it, then it can interrupt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and challenge that.
Thank you. I'm very glad you did. Because it's a good budget Sasquatch.
Tap this.
And I'm tapping. What's it do?
Protect myself from 1 damage.
Alright, well, I'm also tapping my backup dancers, and I'm dealing 5 damage to you, grand total.
So it's ally take 2?
Your ally's not out in play, bro. You gotta put your ally out here, like I did.
Okay.
5 damage. Wrecked. Riggedy wrecked. So that goes face up. Is not looking good.
Go ahead, I'll take challenge again.
Why don't you run away from something?
I'm not gonna run away from 2 damage.
I take damage, you take 2 damage. Alright.
I'll challenge the 3rd.
Hate you guts. So I got caught cheating. That I cannot afford that. So since I got caught cheating with a monster, checking the rules just to make everything sure as copacetic. I've been caught cheating, so I get my money back. I take a damage. Goes to my stash. Nothing bad happens to Flatty. I just took a damage. And I'm good. I am good. So, level myself up to level 4. I didn't spend this coin, so the coin goes back. Well, no, I don't. That doesn't go back, but I get my 4 coins. And now it is Flanny's go. My backup dancers cannot protect me because they currently are zapped. So Flanny has 1 round to kill me, most likely, or he is dead. That is pretty much what it's going to boil down to.
Good draw. First thing I'm going to do is play on another loot. This is a weapon. Hammer time. Gives me 4 damage or 4 defense.
You cannot do that. You're level 4. You get that. Now, what you can do, though, is you can do what's called squashing that guy. So squashing means, let me rephrase, Squish loot. Move an unzapped loot from your hoard to your discard pile. So you're getting rid of it. And what is that? That's a 4. Okay. So that is going to help him on defense, which is good. Okay. Nicely played. Nicely played, sir.
Thank you.
Still gonna kill you.
You wish.
Come on, you got 18 health. You're going now. And I do want to mention that I imagine if we played this is our second game of playing this, just period. Like I read the rules, we played it twice now. Our decks would be much different. I think I would totally craft a deck differently than the deck they start you with, personally. But you know, for a starting deck, this is a good way to learn the game. But this game is very snappy. All right, what are you bringing?
2.
2? What am I at?
11.
11. We're gonna take that 2. Let's dance.
Gazebo. It's a monster card. It has an attack power of 2, but if the defender has location in play, it gains +1. So you take 3 damage.
All right, 14. What you did spend? Your $2. Man, you have so much cash. Let's take it. Let's take it. Cheating.
I did cheat.
You cheated. Take damage.
Oh. See, how does that work, though? Because you didn't call me for cheating. You said we'd fight, I guess.
Yeah, I caught you cheating.
But
If I would have ran away, then you would have just put it over there face down. So you get your money back, but you take a damage. And that goes to your stash. Cheater.
I'm a cheater.
So if I catch you cheating one more time, you're dead.
Yeah.
You better not cheat. I know what that is. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yep. Nickel and dime me. Nickel and dime me. That puts me at 15. Running out of cash. I'm gonna run away from that one.
Yeah.
Got 3 cards left in hand. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I think we're surviving. I know Flanny would also probably deck build drastically different. Like, your wizard guy is all about mischief cards, and I don't think you played any mischief cards so far. Are you just not drawing them, or what?
I've gotten 1 so far, and I guess it really hasn't been helpful. The cost of it could be very high, as to depends on the roll of the die. The cost of this 1 mischief card I have. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and play this other location card.
You only have 1 location card in place at a time.
I'm gonna go ahead and squash this one then, throw that in my discard.
Switch location, move it on that location from your hoard to your discard pile. Yep. Good to go. What does that one do?
This one, when this comes into play, if there's a copy of this card in your discard pile, squash this. I do not have one in my discard. When a monster deals 3 or more damage to a hero, that hero takes 1 gold. So it's a little late to play now, but I figured I'm not going to let you have that extra gold at the beginning of your turn.
All right. Not bad. Not bad thinking.
Yep.
Still gonna murder face here. I'm gonna limp away from that. So limp away, take 2 damage. You don't have to show it.
Oh, sorry.
Unless you just want to brag.
I do.
This is getting dangerous. 17. I'm fighting whatever it is, because it's not a monster. There's no way that's a monster. It's not a monster. I'm gonna fight it. Oh wait.
It's a mischief.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, I kill myself by taking my last damage.
All right. So he tried to pull it off, had a good shot, and there we go. So I'm going to pull the camera back. We'll give you our thoughts on after 2 plays of the game. And I'll check to see if anyone's posted any questions. I think somebody mentioned questions about the art, but obviously, I mean, you can kind of see the art there. And they have a whole bunch of artists. I do remember that. So let's get that Blair Witch style. Hey, everybody. We got 4 people watching. Thanks for joining us. So I have not really asked you your opinion so far, but After 2 games, what do you think about the game?
I like it a lot. It's quick pace. It's pretty easy to understand and read. I guess I like the components a lot. They're pretty solid, not too flimsy, but not overweight or too heavy or too sturdy. Everything the disc slides well, but not too loose that it's going to hard to keep track.
Yeah, I would definitely agree on the components. Components feel nice. Cards feel nice. I forgot you get that rush from opening the CCG packs. Like even though I have like no attachment to the game, I was like, oh my god, I got a U, a C, a V. I don't even know.
Oh yeah, the ratings.
Yeah, we got like a V and an X. We don't even know what the heck that means.
Yeah, there's I don't think we mentioned that before now. Each card at the bottom has a letter assigned to it that's supposed to be some kind of rarity level.
Yeah, common, uncommon.
X's, U's, R's.
We got a couple of those. Like we know the uncommon, the commons, the rares. But yeah, I mean it is a CCG, and it's definitely a CCG. And I think after playing this just with the 2-player box, I don't think I would be content with just having a 2-player box. Like I would want to deck build.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mentioned that, and that's going to be a bad thing I think for a lot of people.
If you're not into deck building, then I guess really this game might not. Well, I mean,
it's
definitely a fun game. For without the deck building, if you just buy the starter box like we had sent to us.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I think there is still a good deal of fun in the starter box, and they do include one booster box in there.
Yes.
But I think most people are going to want more. But yeah, it's definitely still playable without it. But yeah, I think you will want more.
Yes.
I like the artwork. I will say the rules were decent.
They did not. All the rules.
They didn't mention how to use the mischief cards. Like at no point in there did I see anything about using mischief cards. So we just kind of presumed. Oh, wow, that sounded smart when I said that word. Yeah. I presumed you could play those during your turn, but that really should have been one of the actions you can take. Like it has this whole list of actions you can take. Like you can squash a location, you can play a location, you can play down a loot or something like this. And it didn't say anything about the mischief cards, and I felt like that was really odd that they let that out.
I'd agree.
But other than that, the rules were pretty well done, and like I said, I think you said it best. I think our first game was like 20, 25 minutes, and that was the first game. While learning it, we unpacked the cards, we shuffled everything up. So this is a very snappy game, which I do like. And so in the end, if you're interested in the game, if you like Munchkin, because the game did have a pretty good sense of humor. There were some zany cards in there that we didn't get to. Like there's one, I don't know if you had anything that was kind of zany, but I had one where like I physically had to drop the card onto the table.
No.
And there was, it's some other crazy stuff like that. But it has the signature Munchkin sense of humor. I like the artwork. So in the end, yeah, I'm very excited about this. We'll probably be putting a review up of this next week, get a couple more plays into it. I like it a lot. I definitely want to check out some of the other characters. I will say, though, only from our 2-game limited experience, I don't feel like our characters felt that drastically different from the jump. What do you think?
Well, that's hard to say. I mean, our first game, my starting hand, I felt was very good. It allowed me, 4 monster cards, 2 of which were low level, and then the 3rd and 4th were a little higher. And that, caused me to really kind of crush you in the first game we played. I think you had 20 damage to my 11.
Yeah, but in all fairness, and I did say this after the game, I was like, I should have mulliganed.
Yeah.
Like, if it would have mulliganed, it would have been a completely different game.
Absolutely.
But I had no idea. I was like, I don't know if these are good. I'm just going to keep them no matter what.
But I would say, yeah, I'm sure there's been a good sense of balance.
Yeah, like this game, if you wouldn't have got that sheet and you would have paid the extra buck and I would have fought that, I think you would have killed me. Yeah, so that was a very close game that we played right there. So I would definitely think once you start to get more in the deck building, you start leveling up, you can start playing some of the bigger cards. I think I saw like a 7-card cost in there.
Yep.
There's some expensive stuff. But that is the Munchkin CCG. You got anything you didn't like about it, obviously?
Nothing that I didn't like. Deck builders are not my bread and butter, so it's definitely something where I just stick to a basic starter deck and maybe 1 or 2 cards.
See, I was the opposite way. I was like, oh man, I want to get rid of this, I want to get rid of this, I want to mix in this, get this nice cheap deck, get some healing stuff going on. I did. I like the mechanisms. It has the Munchkin flavor, but it doesn't feel too much like Munchkin that I think it's going. I think this is going to bridge the gap. I really do. I think if you hate Munchkin, but if you like CCGs, I think you might dig this game. And if you like Munchkin, I think you're going to like this game as well. So that is Munchkin, the CCG from Steve Jackson Games. I think it's coming out next month. Review coming out next week, so stay tuned for that. But there you go. If you enjoyed this gameplay video, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below in the comments below. Let me know. Where's the worst place you've ever peed? Like, where's that place where you're like, I really should not be peeing right here. What am I doing?
I left my girlfriend's apartment, not realizing how bad I had to use the bathroom until I got to my car door. So right there in her very busy parking lot, I just opened my door and, peed right there on the ground.
I had one that actually turned out really bad. So I was at my ex-girlfriend Erica's house, and there was a one-bedroom thing, and she was really weird about how she did her bathroom routine. Like, she was like, she would ask me, like, do you have to go to the bathroom? Do you have to go to the bathroom? Do you have to go to the bathroom? Because she didn't want anybody going to the bathroom. I don't know what she did in the bathroom, or she murdered people there or something. But don't go to the bathroom when she did it. And I really, really had to go. And it was raining outside. I didn't want to go outside when I had to pee. So I went down into our basement, and I kind of peed into this little grate that was down there. But it didn't actually drain. So it just sat there and started to smell until like a week and a half later, I just poured some bleach down there and then eventually just kind of mopped it up. But yeah, so that was a bad place for me to pee. But on the comments below, where's the worst place you peed? There's always thanks for your time, YouTube.
How do I end these, man?